Thank you. Good morning. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about commercial projects like that. How do you get inspired? And I would probably love to hear how you inspired by different brands and different names, and what do you do for them?
Yeah, sure. So I'll kind of start kind of earlier on. When I got on Instagram early on in the days, I got the fortunate opportunity to work with a lot of these big brands, Lincoln, Mercedes, and a lot of these were utilizing, I don't call myself a photographer, but I love photography as just an outlet. And so that was an amazing road trip out through Joshua Tree. Me and one of my best friends did that trip. But then kind of navigating through the social media landscape, if you will, and the rise and fall of it. But art, the creation, using my hands has always been, I think, the steady stream through anything that I'm doing creatively. You fast forward to doing something with Zaza this last year downtown here, same, and they commissioned a huge painting for their lobby. And so that's just a wonderful expression where, you know, a client, and this is like one of the rare cases where they just come to me and they're like, we love your work. We'd love you to do something, make it happen.
Full freedom,
yeah.
creative freedom, which is fantastic.
Exactly,
For an artist, right?
exactly. And sometimes full freedom is a little bit anxiety ridden.
Scary.
Yeah, it can be.
Too much
Yeah, and so having some constraints on projects is really good. I'd say a constraint on this was colors. So trying to fit within a color palette, but also trying to really show my voice and bring my style to it, you know?
So you were suggested some kind of a color palette, or you usually give a few suggestions?
Yeah, the concepting, yeah, I always like to start with that on paper, or if I use my iPad, it was a really helpful tool. And again, I think it's just important, like all these tools that we use, if we're using Instagram or if we're using our iPads or we're using pencil and paper, those are just ways to kind of get what's in our head, or what I use to get out of my head and, you know, into the world. And then I love this part where this is the actual tangible physical process. You know, this is the real joy of my work.
Definitely.
And it's the hard work.
Correct.
Yeah.
You as an artist, I heard this expression. You were. This is why they call you a painter, because artists are supposed to struggle from the word pain instead of paint.
Yes. Yeah, I've got blisters on my feet this morning. Yeah.
There is a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, there is a pain in it, but there's beauty, I think, in that struggle, right?
Correct, and you feel more rewarded that way,
Yes,
right?
yes, much more fulfilling. My background doing web and graphic design, and I came out of that because my work was only seen visible from a screen, and it kept me tethered to a screen, to a laptop, to a computer.
Correct.
And I just knew inside, like, this isn't the path that I want to be on forever.
Correct.
You know, and so while there may be more physical demands on me doing this type of work, I think at the end of the day, I do feel more fulfilled, you know, and I'm much more passionate to put into this work.
Definitely, and we always have a chance to see your physical work, photos of your physical work in Instagram, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great tool to use, right? I feel like for
It's a
every
great
artist,
platform, yeah.
It's a great platform to express yourself and probably to show you the way you want to be shown, right?
Yeah.
And you want to be perceived.
Yeah, very curatorial.
And tell us a little bit about how you get inspired. For example, PayPal tells you we want to do something with you. Where do you get the inspiration and the ideas for clients like that?
Yeah, I like asking questions. I think questions is a great place to start for inspiration, especially working with brands. Because I want to understand, you know, what are your goals? What are your objectives? What do you like about my work? Which pieces resonate with you? And that helps me as I've built a body of work the last 6, 7, 8 years, so I can know, you know, where are they focusing in on? Because a lot of times brands see something and they kind of want that replicated. So my job, or my objective, I guess, goal is always to try and not steer them away from those things, but trying to take them to another level. I think
Correct,
trying to
something
keep,
unique for them, right?
yes,
Especially-
exactly. Because I'm not interested in just reproducing work. I think sometimes that can be the easier thing, or I don't know, sometimes what brands seem what they want. But I think even too, like in those initial conversations, they're not even quite sure what they're looking for.
Correct.
And so I think that's a great opportunity, and it's a learned opportunity. Like I'm learning as I go through my career to help kind of navigate the conversation, you know. But for inspiration, I mean, me keeping my hands busy when I'm not working, drawing, sketching, walking, planting in my backyard.
It's a constant, right?
Yeah.
It's a constant process.
Yeah, so I
That's
think just
wonderful.
being open, meditating helps. Just opening myself up, keeping myself open to new ideas.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us how many pieces you created throughout your career total.
Oh,
What do you
geez.
see? Thousands?
Oh
Hundreds?
no, I'm not there yet.
You're not there yet.
No, hundreds for
hundreds of
sure.
work.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, some of lucky Austin collectors also just obtained Kyle Steed work, and we're happy for them and happy for Kyle.
Yes.
And Zaza is not the only one now.
That's right.
But at Zaza, you can definitely see the biggest work of Kyle Steed at any time. Please stop by. Thank you so much.
Thank
It was
you.
wonderful.
Yeah,
good to
thanks.
see you.
Appreciate it.
Thank
You
for your
too.
time. Well, we'll let you get
Yeah,
back to your work.
good. Sounds good.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.